8th career season, spent 5 of them with the Sun. Horston, pull-up, swirls it home. Jordan Horston, former Lady Vol, missed all of last season with an ACL injury. Scooped up by Miller, pull-up. Griner on the glass, through 2 defenders and scores. PG in 6-time All-WNBA, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, Brittany Griner in a Sun uniform. Year 13, Heidemann off the pick, knocks down the jumper. But with more free throws, more time to mess around and have a good time, I guess. Here's Heidemann twirling around the pick, floated up with the left hand. Heidemann's got 4 early points from back iron and corralled by Holmes. Connecticut now 1 for 7 from the floor. Johnson hit a couple of threes the other night. Johnson swish. Flage feels good early at Mohegan.
When Flage Johnson puts both of her hands out like that, she's playing with confidence.
An answer by Timon Miller. Much needed for Connecticut. It spills off the iron. Morrow, one of the top rebounders in the rookie class a year ago, up there with Kiki Iriafen of Washington. Leisure Walker climbs inside. That was nice. Face up for the New Zealand women's national team. And Connecticut converts on the other end. It's Sanaya Rivers. Her first points. Johnson downhill with the lefts. Flage Johnson has. Now, it's a double-edged sword. You come into the year already in shape after a grueling college year. It's a lot of basketball. High energy, Flage Johnson. Pretty to the rack. They've got Morrow out there with Leisure Walker, Rivers, Griner, and Miller. 3.5 to go in the first. Griner pulls and hits. Brittany Griner. Coach Mezion said she's antsy to play. Has to maintain better control of her energy, but excited to get out there. Melbourne rack attack and scores. Back in action, 1-point game. Seattle and Connecticut in search of their first wins of the year. In season 30's opening weekend, they throw a double at Melbourne. Open Brown, 3 in the air. Got it. Active on the break, active in the half court. Morrow fires. Cha-ching! Nice the Beast. Her first 3 at home.
The more times that Connecticut has early offense or can play out in transition, they're able to find high-quality shots.
Melbourne turns the corner, lofts it up and in. Jade Melbourne, impressive. Shot clock is down to 7. Morrow comes up to help Rivers. The young core comes together and scores on the break.
And Anissa Morrow blowing a kiss while she's added to defense to offense. And you could see the minute Anissa Morrow came in, the intensity picked up.
It's that TikTok chemistry with those two. Outlet, yeah. Cook, swish.
The most about Jade Melbourne is the intangibles that she brings, the extra effort. It filters throughout the rest of the team.
Morrow in attack mode. Hook shot is good. Anissa Morrow pours in 2 more. 2.5 minutes gone by. In quarter number 2, Melbourne the kick. Van Sluten a 3. Good. Grace Van Sluten knocks Natisha Heidemann. Started point. Former Sun. Was in Connecticut for 5 seasons. Johnson hunts her shot. Elusive. Finds Holmes in stride. 7 assists, 14 buckets for Seattle. Connecticut, 10 buckets, 35%. Neepkins falls away and scores. Gianna Neepkin. Small delay with the shot clock. Seattle shooting 52% from the floor. Van Lith in a 2-player game with Griner. Flings around the pick. Jumper. Got it. Haley Van Lith is on the board.
Well, you see Connecticut has adjusted defensively on Johnson to take away the drive.
Oh, Morrow rack attack. Too small. Malonga on the bench, only 4 minutes, 3 fouls. Van Lith maintains the dribble. Burke for the lead. Yes! Jumps in the air. 2 minutes to go in the half. Neepkins the lob. Griner the catch. Spins in the paint and scores. Van Lith and Morrow with Griner have provided the spark. Burke hit that key 3. Griner fed again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Screen Nelson Adota. Van Lith pulls the trigger and delivers. HVL for 2.
They've had a few empty possessions.
That's the leadership role she's embraced in year 8. 5 years with the Sun, and she finally gives Seattle a field goal in nearly 8 minutes. Well, that might be one the Sun want to have back. Rivers now 1 of 8 from the floor. Heidemann scoops it in on the other end. Bookmark that one.
That's where Brittany Griner needs to be selfish and take that wide open layup.
Miller, wide open look. Got it. They went under the screen. Miller, wide open look. Got it. They went under the screen.
Of Seattle that allows her to flourish offensively.
Without a doubt, Sonia Rahman pours in to her young players. There's investment from a player development standpoint. Griner, jumper over Holmes.
That's where Brittany Griner
Leaps over Griner. Midway point third quarter, Brown off the catch for three. Lexi Brown now has 1,000 points in her double.
calling for pick and rolls, asking for clear outs.
Brown's been around the block 9 years, won a championship with Chicago, and Brown tees up another. The Boston native
is defending without fouling. Seattle's gotten to the free throw line 15 of 20 times.
Brown has hit from that spot twice. How about another? Third three for Lexi Brown in this second. They cooled off. Golden State controlled the game, another perimeter team. Brown has the hot hand. Again? Lexi Brown from downtown. Timeout. Sun. A pair of screens of Horns formation. Van Lith. Stop and start and banks it in. They swarm Nelson Adota. Van Lith is open. It flutters in. Thought about the three. Lob at Nelson Adota. Payne opens up. And Nelson Adota scores.
His action was learning more words. Sanaya Rivers says that meant a lot to his players, that he committed his time in the offseason.
Sun have a blossoming young core as well. Burke, signed in free agency, hits Nelson Adota on the money. And the Sun tie it again.
Connecticut playing connected basketball right now. The off-ball movement, spacing and pacing.
We're tied for a fifth time. Wraparound pass. Three ball Holmes. Got it. What a find. A frozen. Burke recovers. Morrow thought about it. Step back three-pointer. That's an answer. Blows a kiss.
And because you know they will hold you accountable because they're doing it themselves.
Hide him in the spray. Melbourne fires and delivers. A three ball for Jade Melbourne. Van Lith with Miller, Nelson Adota, Morrow, and Burke. Defensive connectivity and emphasis by both coaches. Morrow climbs inside. Nice. For Seattle, it's Melbourne, Heidemann, Holmes, Malonga, and Johnson. Melbourne drives it to the rack, lays it in, plus a foul. Jade Melbourne has a chance for 6 points in a row. Up ahead to Miller, out there with Morrow, Griner, Leisure, Walker, and Burke. Malonga the steal. Dominique Malonga, will she take flight? She'll lay it in. That works too. First field goal for Dominique Malonga. Storm up two. Crossover, Brown deep in the paint. Malonga off 1 foot, cash.
Malonga had the paint and taking those mid-range shots.
Leisure Walker on the hunt. Mid-range pull-up. Got it.
And Charlize Leisure Walker just manipulating the defense, getting to the middle of the floor. That gives you options.
Heidemann found a step and scores it.
If you're either team, you can't trade baskets right now.
Burke, a three-pointer. Connects! Who has 5 personal fouls. Must be careful setting screens. Brown's hit 5 threes. Navigates inside. Got the step and scores. First 2-point basket for Lex. 7 to shoot. Malonga the catch. Jumper. Back iron. And hops on it, and that'll do it. The Seattle Storm spoil Connecticut's home opener. It's the first win in the head coaching career of Sonia Rahman. Seattle wins by 7, 89-82.